Mm. Oh, what you just saw was, I mean, yes, it looked like poop. My sound effects were like, but come on, I'm, I'm not big of an editing guy, so that was the best I could do by basically editing this, putting the thing in the clip already. But so you might wonder what were these three clips. Projects that I'm planning, thinking in terms of games to play on this channel, because the gameplay side is not dead. And, and in fact, I'm planning to show my great game dev powers that have awoken to by going over 2 certain games in early access when they release. We have the first clip you just saw, was a hint for the first game that's coming end of this month. So stay tuned for that. That is a guaranteed one, as long as my recording program allows me. Because my recording program has a problem if I make a game. If I start recording on a full screen game without basically having the recording program over the thing. As an example for Subnautica, I had to put the game in window mode, then open the thing, put it over it, then change it back, because so it would just so the top bar would just disappear, and then I could start the recording basically while the program was already active. I also have the same problem with Minecraft. Funny enough, both of those were in the middle clip. So yes, I'm planning more Minecraft eventually at one point. There were cool updates and all. And maybe I will even tackle the last April Fool's version, because that one was incredibly cool. So, but what was that with Subnautica, I hear you say? So yeah, no, it was not a hint that Below Zero is going to be continued. I think I'm kidding that one. Sorry, guys. If you are interested, I made a poll. I have not checked results yet. I think I have no votes, whatever, on it. So. Oh, yeah, the big elephant in the room is Subnautica 2. That's the only... That and Minecraft are the only ones that I'm openly confirming on planning. Need to make videos on, because I did Minecraft before, and I have no idea if I will make Subnautica 2 at this point. Depending on where the stuff going on in the community is currently going, because... The newest point is that the guy who founded the studio, who made Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero, and is currently working on Subnautica, is suing the guys who bought the studio, after they kicked him out and were like, oh yeah, we kicked him out because he was late. Them all out. They also found us out because they were lazy. Like, the founders were not lazy. And they say it's already it could already be released in early access, and the studio's like, no, we need to wait till next year. Just so you. And we are giving you. I'm pretty sure the compensation they meant when they said we are giving them compensation for the not meeting that money goal. I mean, if you are not in the Subnautica community, you don't know anything about. That's why I'm not going to go in depth here, but they basically there are a lot of hints that they are playing pretty dirty. The guys over at Crafton, so leave it with that. That's not just a tiny update video for me, and it's already nearing this mid segment. It's already nearing the 5-minute mark, even though. just for my little Subnautica. And the last clip was a game that I want to play on this channel. Also, I have no idea if my recording software is going to deal with it, but you definitely don't want to miss that. It will not be a blind playthrough because it's a remaster of a childhood game, and I have played the remaster before, but it's so good. I mean, if you know that little screenshot screen part, you can. If you see, I'm pointing my fingers because I'm having my recording program with all the clips I've already recorded in the background, but you can see it. So, but yeah, but if you know what the picture is from, you already know. It's definitely something to look forward to if I can make that into a gameplay series. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. And of course, what you guys have been all waiting for is more than just me spamming the same screenshot over and over and over again for my game. Well, good thing that the waiting is finally over, or nearly over, because please take a look. Yeah, sorry, I had to do the direct thing. Well, what did you think? That was the latest teaser for my game. And you might be wondering why are you so secretive about everything? I mean, technically, if you go to Sakurai's old a little bit old the channel where he talks about game design and goes through the comments, and then you can find a crap ton of videos of comments made by me where I basically spoil everything. But besides that, I've been a little bit under the wraps with my content, and you might wonder why. It's simple, because while I have the ground idea, I have not laid out the story completely yet. There is nothing except the demo for the moment, but that one only needs I need something to show the game default that I can do it. And that's how the game default works. If you have not something to show, you can't even, if you start indie, you have to start indie if you aren't going to school or anything. So I had to make something. That's why the game looks a bit like stuff thrown together in RPG Maker, and that's why it took me very, very long to get this to work. I mean, the entire thing is playable through and through for months now, but I'm having a bit of creative differences with my lead game balancing artist, aka my brother. So not because he's the only one who would work for free, but he loves insanely hard games, so it's hard to find a balance where I say, yeah, that's completely fine, that's completely doable. At the moment, and it's only a demo, so you can. That's why you didn't see much, because if I would have shown one thing per month, you would have known it. You would know the entire demo by now. Also, but the only thing left to do is first is basically everything in the into the real then in the second half of the demo. Everything needs to be balanced, but the first half is balanced already. But you can tell in the demo from the size of what's playable. It's for the moment it's looking dull. Well, that's why you need the entire demo to at least have something at your hands. That's why I have not really shown much. So, and about the game, I think I can spread a little bit more now. Oh, the game will be a reimagining of my brain's universe. I have some OCs. He's a self-inserted. He is sort of myself. And yes, he has the same name as me, but me, I don't know. I've never seen game devs. I think I've never seen game devs use their own names outside of in games outside of Easter eggs and stuff. They're not for main characters, but it's not like I'm hiding. It's not like I'm putting myself into that or something. We are myself and I are sort of different people. Well, we have a lot of common traits, of course, but we are sort of different. He's even technologically advanced, while I can only make a game that looks like somebody threw a bunch of stuff in it. That's because I'm more of a leader, the jack of all trades guy. I can groundwork for basically for most directions except art and music, but everything else but when it gets a bit more complicated, that's why it looks like it does. So, and for all of you Deltarune fans out there, we will have the TP system. Yep, the good old TP system, but not the dodging and everything. Sadly, it will be classic. It's very inspired by the first Final Fantasy. So I guess you have to look forward to that. And if you're an old school gamer like me, I mean my favorites are still 10 and 9, but So, and what will you have to expect from the game? Well, it's, as I said, it's mentioning. It's because I would have made a completely story that would play my brain's this cinematic universe, but it's full of IP stuff. And I can't, and it's not like I can go and be like, hey Nintendo, I'm taking all your characters for this level. Here's some from Square Enix, la la la. I can't do that. So I had to, so this is why the entire story is a reimagining. And funny enough, the bad guy has already made it to my brain cinematic universe. Yes. But what is it with that guy? Well, you have to wait and see until the fourth version. The demo is going to just throw a bunch of riddles. Most of it you can likely will have figured out in 10 seconds. It's because it's so obvious. Damn obvious. And I even made a possible Q&A. So basically a Q&A with possible questions. Like that the demo might do. The most important thing is there is a scene early on that never gets the basically first real fight in the game never gets just a training fight where one of your party members goes insane. It was never explained in how that character is able to do a form change. That gameplay wise, it's because I can't make battles an enemy sprite out of a custom character, and if I could, and I don't even know if I could make the custom character somehow work as an enemy sprite. So that's why I had to use a different sprite. And story-wise, the reason it's never explained to they never make much thought about it until after what will come after the demo. I have some ideas already for that. This is because that character is because the character is because of secret lore about the character, that I wanted to say. So, and other than that, you will have to wait and see. If I can make that game the size I want to, it will have a crap ton of work and headaches, in particular because of the whole. Well, I guess we will have to wait and see. And if it depends, and when we can release it depends on when I finally find some time to sit down with my brother and work it all out. And and also if I want to release a demo in a bad not perfectly aimed grandma shape, because if you guys don't know, I'm German, so and while I am pretty fluid in English, the grammar sometimes, not the grandma, the grammar sometimes get screwed over, so I guess we will have to wait and see. But the demo final boss has a statement about not on my 2025 bingo card, so I hope I don't have to change that. So that's all. So that's all on updates. Oh yeah, have I mentioned that in another video? I think I've only mentioned it on social media, so where did I mention? I mentioned that somewhere. I can't remember where, so if you wonder, so I will say it here just in case. The last video, the first game teaser I made for an SMG4 RPG, Sprite RPG, yeah, you will have to wait because that one needs a ton of custom art and art, because there aren't any sprites in the graphic style out there, and so we will have to wait and see. The thing is frozen over for now, sadly, but let's see where this game goes, and in the worst case scenario I still have to make Subnautica 3 myself, so I guess we will have to for a crap ton of work ahead of us. But when my stick energy levels allow it, I'm working on everything. And when I'm down, I at least can drop. So I can at least play some games too. So it's all fine. Let's see where time takes us. And I think that's all we have for today. Which means it is time to say goodbye. Sadly. But stay tuned, because this is going to go insane. I'm telling you, the game is cool. But let's see where everything takes us, and until next time, bye.